Hello there, Ray here, and today I will be showing you a simple concrete generator that I designed. So a new snapshot just came out and it's 17W06A and it introduced concrete as well as concrete powder. So this is concrete powder over here and this is concrete. Now to make concrete you can do this just by crafting up sand as well with gravel. And you also need one dye. So you just need 4 of each and that will actually make one concrete powder. So 4 sand as well as 4 gravel and 1 dye. It doesn't matter which placement you place those into, but that'll make you concrete powder. And now you cannot use red sand with this recipe, only normal sand. So once you have concrete powder, you can actually turn that concrete powder into actually concrete just by having a water source by it. So if you get a bucket of water, you put that bucket of water right beside these, you see these all turn into concrete. And this way you can actually turn concrete powder into concrete. But you can see that there's a lot of nice new textures with all the concrete powders. It looks really nice, as well as the nice clean looks of the actual concrete. So the concrete powder is actually affected by gravity just as the ingredients that make up concrete, which is the gravel and the sand. So they're all affected by gravity. So what I have going on here is actually my sand generator over in the end dimension. So if we head over there, we can actually see that I built my sand generator over here and it is working exactly the same, except instead of having sand, I have it using concrete powder here. So these are 3 different types of concrete powder and they're just being looped around just as before with my sand generator. I will link in the description to the sand generator where I explain how this works. But here you can see that the blocks are being picked up and dropped and pushed over into this exit end portal where the entities themselves are able to go through the portal where the blocks are set back here and repeat it. In this way you can actually get a duplicate of these blocks. So now if we go through the exit end portal and we escape out of the credits, we'll enter, or we'll come here at our spawn. This is the spawn chunks right here. This is actually the world spawn point. This is where all of the sand is coming through. But since the blocks are being pushed through by the slime blocks, they also keep their momentum, and that way they're actually getting thrown way over here. Now you can see that even though there's 3 blocks landing, 2 of them actually are able to land where the 3rd is not able to land. And this is because they're coming at an angle where 1 block will land here, and then the next block will land over here, and the 3rd block will actually land inside of this blue one. That's this green one. He just breaks off as the actual powder, so he just gets collected over here. So you can keep one type of powder, and the other 2 are placed down as the block type. As soon as they land, they are pushed forward with these pistons, and they pass by this water source here, which turns the concrete powder into actual concrete. Now once the concrete is formed, it is pushed over here. And here we have a TNT duplicator. This is Pi's design for TNT duplicator. And ever so often, the TNT duplicator is duplicating a TNT block, which allows it to fall down. And then at the exact same moment that these pistons are pushing the concrete forward, it will explode and blow up all the blocks. Now in this way, you can actually have the blocks being pushed, and once they turn into block 36, during the movement of moving from one position into the next position, at this point they're more vulnerable to TNT, and therefore you can actually blow the blocks up without having any risk of actually losing any of the actual blocks as their item form. So all the blocks, once they are blown up, you can see there's quite a few of them since they are all saved and they are all collected by these hoppers here, and the hoppers just put them into the chest down here. This way you can get the different types of concrete automatically, as well as you can also keep some of the powder along because the powder actually has pretty good texture as well. The nice thing about Minecraft, it is a sandbox game, so you can choose how to play. You can choose to actually use this type of mechanics to be able to get your concrete mix as well as your concrete, or you can choose not to, and that way you would have to actually manually collect gravel as well as sand to actually make your concrete. They also added these new glazed terracotta blocks with the snapshot, which are pretty cool. You just get them by taking the colored hardened clay, putting it in the furnace and getting some fuel and cooking it up, and it'll turn into a glazed terracotta block, which has some pretty crazy designs. I don't know how they figured this stuff out, but it looks pretty nice. They also add a really cool ability for creative users, which is to actually save your toolbars. I call this a hotbar though, but you can see all the different ones that you can save. You can save up to 9 different ones, but if you want to actually get this one, let's say if I want to get my first bar right here, I just press shift and 1 and then I'll get that bar. Let's say I want to get the 3rd one, I just push shift and 3. Now if you want to program a new one, let's say if we want to program this bar to be at the 5th bar, I just press control and 5, and then I'll set it for the 5th one down here. And another cool thing you actually can use this for is you can actually save different types of items here. So let's say I just want slime, and let's say I want a yellow wool. See, I have both these items in the same area right here, so I don't have to search for two different areas to actually find these two items here. So you can actually use it for that way as well. If you'd like to check out this world, I will put a link in the description if you want to replicate this. But there you have it, guys, a simple concrete powder generator as well as concrete block generator. So if you found this interesting, show me a like. If you'd like to see more neat contraptions like this, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Bye-bye!